Hey, just went running. I thought of you and I was thinking, did you ever feel like there is this invisible force that prevents you to fight against your goals? Like sometimes you have been looking to yourself, looking in the mirror, you convince yourself that you could do it. You have kind of audited yourself, looked at the resources you had, the skill you had, the potential you had, and you really want to work towards your goals, but sometimes you don't know why. It feels like you have this self-destructive behavior, or you cannot do what you committed yourself to do. Like you said, I want to do this, and for some reason, along the way, your behavior is gonna get glitched, snapped, and you're gonna start doing something else, or you're gonna feel like, damn, like I really wanted to do this, but for some reason I didn't manage to accomplish it. And there could be a lot of reasons for that. And most of the time, you are 100% responsible of what's happening to you. I mean, at least that's what you need to think to move towards your goals. But most of you have the control of how you react on things. You cannot control things around you. But there is one thing that sometimes is overlooked, and that you don't really realize it, because most of the time it has been here for a long time. It's your surrounding. Like, it's possible to have one person that ruins your entire goals if you let that person. For example, it could be your parents, could be a close friend, could be someone you absolutely respect and you see as a mentor, and you put these people on the pedestal. You really value what they say, but sometimes they don't mean bad, they don't mean to hurt you, but they have their own shortcomings, they have their own false beliefs, and sometimes they mean good to you, they want to help you, but they don't have all the information. Sometimes they have their own fears that plays into the game, and they're going to project those fears onto you, or sometimes they are jealous or stuff like that. It could be many reasons, but sometimes if you feel this invisible force onto you that you don't know where it's coming from, and you start looking at what you had yourself within you, start looking around you and what is your surrounding, your environment, the people you're talking to. I know I'm not talking about the rule that says you're the average of your 5 people, your 5 friends, stuff like that. This is very true, but what I'm talking in this video is you can maybe have one person, and it is not like someone that has to be like physically close to you. Like, it's not someone you have to see every day. Sometimes it's someone like you can talk 2 minutes by the phone once a month, no more. Sometimes once every 2 months, sometimes even like once, who knows, every 6 months, But for some reason, you let this power being held onto you by this person, and you let that person, take control, or let their own, opinion, decision, fears, emotions, visions, whatever is theirs, you let them inside you. And sometimes that's why it's going to plant a seed in your brain, and it's going to grow without you knowing it. And for some reason, you're going to keep, listening to that, or behaving like that, or it's going to condition you, or even maybe that person is dead. It's not here anymore, but her seed, that person's seed is still in your mind, And if you let that grow and condition you, maybe the person is out of the equation already, but it still impacts you. And what you need to do is, after auditing yourself and notice the thought patterns and the things that are coming again and again, and you cannot help yourself by repeating those patterns, start auditing around you. Who am I talking to? Who is in my head? Or what is in my head? What concept is in my head? And then when you notice the concept, where is that concept coming from? What experience impacted me in that way? Who impacted me in that way? In what situation? Like, you need to really audit that. And remember, because sometimes I cannot say their name, but there are some few people I can remember. It's like, I'm doing stuff, and then I'm like, yeah, but I can do that. Why? Well, because that person told you this. And I'm like, yeah, but they're not in my life anymore. Yeah, but you remember, like 2 years ago, they told you this, and that's super important because you believe this is true, stuff like that. I'm like, do I actually believe this is true? No, then why does it matter? Well, that person, you valued her. Yeah, but doesn't mean like I have to stick to that opinion. Yeah, but she's going to be mad. Yes, what? You can have this kind of dialogue in your head. It's super important because, there are some stuff in your head that can be here in the background, in loop, very discreet, very small, very whispering, but it's somewhere in your head, and when it's here, it's super toxic. And take care of that. Do this. Let me know in the comment if you have experienced this, what kind of voice, who was it, if you feel comfortable saying who. I don't really always comfortable saying who, but share your opinions and help other people in the community and share this with someone who needs this. Super important. See you.